Let's talk about the main benefits that people who felt the shots helped them experienced. So there's actually several different ones, okay? So we'll just discuss, now if you take them, you may not experience all of these benefits. It may just be some or none, right? Like we talked about, some don't feel any difference. But for those who do, these are some of the things that people notice. One very important factor that I noticed was the number of people who reported feeling a sense of well-being while they're on the diet when having the lipo and B12 included. So a sense of well-being, feeling calm, feeling happy, feeling at ease and not agitated. So that's one. And again, I don't know if that could be possibly partly because of the choline, which has to do with your neurotransmitters. That's kind of interesting. The other thing that people report is feeling increased energy. This may be due to the B12. So B12 is kind of one of the main ingredients associated with energy, right? So increased energy. These two things, the mental well-being and the energy, are important things when it comes to hCG. Sometimes I think we get so focused on just the actual weight loss aspect. So we want to know, like, is this going to make me lose more weight? No? Forget it. You know, we move on. So, but just think about this for a minute, because it's easy to do that. I'm guilty of it too. I'm totally guilty of thinking that way. So there's been times when it's like I should eat healthier for my health, and I don't do it for my health. But then if I'm gonna lose weight eating that way, then I'll do it. So it's just how things are sometimes. As I get older, I'm getting better at doing it for health reasons, but it's just hard. So, but anyway, energy and better mental well-being. Why are these so valuable on the hCG diet? Let me tell you from experience, okay? The hCG protocol is very hard. If you have not done it yet, you will find that out. If you have done it, you can agree with me. For the most part, most of us find it to be pretty challenging in one way or another. If you feel really exhausted, fatigued, and lethargic on this diet, it's just going to be so difficult, and you're going to want to quit and or cheat frequently. What is that going to cause? That is going to cause you to either not lose weight or gain weight on the diet. And remember, you've spent money on this. You've carved time out of your life to do this. So that is really going to affect your results. Mental well-being. That's important because, again, if you're feeling depressed, my second round of hCG, I wonder now, maybe I would have benefited from having the lipo and B12 on my second round. I felt really horrible that round. I had other rounds that I felt good. But that round I felt horrible, and it didn't seem worth it, honestly. Even though I had more weight to lose at that moment, I just didn't care because I just felt so crappy. So again, that plays a role, and I did cheat a lot, you know? So that caused me to stall and not lose as much weight, and then I regained the weight, and it was just a big mess. So feeling just mentally well on the protocol, if that helps with that, that's a big deal, and that will end up down the line directly correlate to your weight loss. So I just kind of wanted to mention why those two things are definitely worth considering, and that we don't want to just write them off as like this insignificant thing that doesn't really matter, because I just know myself and that I tend to do that too. So I want to relate this for you guys to weight loss. It will help your weight loss by helping you to stick to the diet and not cheat if you have enough energy and if you feel mentally sane while on the protocol. Other benefits that people have reported, one interesting one to me was they said that they didn't have cravings. They felt that after their lipo and B12 shot, they had less cravings for a period of time after that. So that's another important one, because cravings causes us to cheat on the diet too. So not having cravings. And then the last one is the possibility of losing more weight during your round than if you had not used the lipo and B12. And to be perfectly honest, I'm really kind of leery to share that idea just because I don't know how true it is, and I don't want you guys to count on that as like a for sure benefit, or to be like disgruntled or upset if you don't lose as much weight. I'm not quite sure how much more weight loss really would occur by adding it in, but when I look at the responses, it is kind of convincing. A lot of people feel pretty strongly that they lost more weight when they took them. So again, that's one of those things to take with a grain of salt, but I do want to share it because that is what some have reported. So there is that possibility that doing a round of hCG with the lipo and B12 may yield a little extra weight loss. I don't think it's going to be double or anything like huge like that, but who knows? Maybe there's 1 to 4 pounds extra weight loss, which, you know, could be significant. So those are kind of the main benefits that people report from the lipo and B12. Just as a review, they report having a lot better energy, having a much better sense of well-being and mental happiness, having less cravings or no cravings, and having more weight loss while on the diet. So those are kind of the 4 main benefits.